Hey everybody, this is Elder Wheeler. In this video log number... Yeah, I should never say number at all. Okay, from what I remember, or from what I figured out a while ago, pretty much a few weeks I think, is that I'm supposed to be making video logs of myself, pretty much, instead of actually describing many things, you know? Yeah, so pretty much almost everything that I did was actually just out of no idea that I'm supposed to be talking about myself. That's actually a hilarious part, considering one of the videos I said I should really stop talking about myself. It's a video log. What else am I supposed to do? I don't really have many people just to talk about anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna adjust this real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. That's very unprofessional. Yes, I know. Yeah, pretty much for myself, I'm just gonna explain what happened within December, I guess, because it's been quite a while, you know, a few weeks. Okay, for December, it was quite interesting because, well, for the most part, it was the busiest time of the year. Much busier than last year's, pretty much. Where last year it was so simple. Yeah, but this year it's just everything's too busy now. What are we supposed to do? You know? Yeah, 2016 was pretty much the craziest thing. You know? Let's see. But during that time, I was actually finally recognizing of who I am truly, pretty much. Until felt very joyed about it too. Until next, you know what? Actually, let's see. For many cases, I actually gave one of my best friends a Christmas present. Now pretty much that's mostly a good thing on my part. But when the other saw it, since they were coworkers, they're just like, oh, I think you're into someone now, and guys, she's just my best friend. Hopefully not for a very long time. Guys, you do realize that I'm on a mission, right? And it's just whole ton of things, ton of emotions going on, because mostly, I'm from what my parents kept saying, I need to focus on my mission at all times. For me, dating is not part of. Well, it's not really a requirement, but it's actually allowed to. For me, I don't think about it much because again, I need to focus on my mission and everything. So with that, I actually just ponder about it too much. Should I really be dating at this time and age? Because for me, I am just somewhat poor now. As in I just don't have an income of my own. It's just I'm mostly being like a little rat with my parents, pretty much. Yeah, that's very messed up of me, I know. Let's see, there's that, and then, the other part is that I don't think I feel like I could just date anyone, pretty much, so. Not because of my shape or anything, I always get told that I look handsome and everything, but it's just, first off, it's my stuttering. The second part would be my own, hatred towards myself, pretty much. Because of that, it kind of, I actually act a little more aggressive against people these days. In which I didn't mean to at all. It's just that I just hate myself many times. So I need to actually fix that up too. So pretty much that actually happened in December. Everything went quite well for a bit. Although what the challenging parts is actually trying to keep the my challenge is there are a few more service missionaries that came into the mission, Um, Pretty much, two of them are quite fine. It's just the other two are a little bit challenging. Because like one of them, well, if those two collide together, it usually means that something's gonna go down. Well, mostly a bit of a chat off, you know. Like so pretty much that tends to happen. Or if it's just one, they'll just keep chattering on, making devotional, well, less spiritual, pretty much. Yeah, like I try to make devotional work very well. But with that, it's just like gotta be very difficult, you know. The other two missionaries are, well, new ones that is, are actually pretty good. It's just it's just that with the other two, it's just kind of challenging for them too, you know. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much my challenge. I need to actually figure out a way just actually help them or make them understand that devotional isn't just about chatter and everything. It needs to be more about spiritual thoughts as well as having the spirit in there instead of just chatting it away, you know? Like not destruction, that is. Chaos is fine. Actually, scratch that. Chaos means doesn't mean reverence. So, yeah. Well, I'll try to figure it out for the most part. Let's see. There's that. Let's see. From January, I actually made a resolution. It is actually trying to draw like a professional. So far, I'm kind of doing well at that. It's a little interesting so far. A little interesting. Because I got about a few pictures up, or not up, like got them drawn up a bit. One of them is actually yeah, remember guys, I'm terrible with names, okay? It's like a curse for everyone, or myself, and everyone around me. Yeah. Yeah, like pretty much, I'll probably put them up somewhere. Probably put a link on it or something. Nah, actually, instead, I'm just gonna put them here. Say like pretty much, these are the ones I drew up and everything, so it's all good. It's all good. Like I'm actually impressed that I could do it. Yeah. So let's see. There's that, and then there's well, for me, I want to draw like a true professional. Like, see this image you have right now. I want to make sure that I can just draw every color there is. Just like with the lighting, the shadows, and then the extra light right here. You know. Yeah, it's gonna be challenging. Because for me, when I blend stuff, it's just like scribble everything, just blend everything. No more white sheets. That stuff. Yeah. Let's see. There's that, and then yeah. And another thing is to actually try to figure out different things to say. You know, like or yeah, different things to say because one of the things that may have actually happened is that when I was working and a coworker was telling a joke, pretty much actually accidentally said, "Oh, you cracker," instead of "you kidder." Yeah, it's pretty stupid, isn't it? I know. Yeah, which I must say I need to actually figure out different vocabulary instead of that, you know. So now I'm never gonna be let down from that at work ever again. Yeah. Let's see. There's that. Oh yeah. From yesterday, which is 1/14/2017, I actually yeah I actually just felt very off place. Like I mean, that I kind of forgot who the heck I was and just started to panic about it. So pretty much about that, and Dungeons & Dragons was that day too. So pretty much what my function was, I actually left about a few hours earlier than needed to just get to Dungeons & Dragons session, which is actually in the church property. I went to the church, just set up the Dungeons & Dragons, and then figured out who the crap I was, who I really am, pretty much. It's another thing I usually need to find because well yes, I know I'm supposed to read the letter, but I just want to, but the letter doesn't actually tell me like who I was in the past, pretty much. Like as in like it tells me of the future. Well, promises of the future. If I do the things I do, or good things that is, then I would actually be able to get those blessings right. The visit to the church was actually a good thing because when I arrived there, I actually started to see around me that so many of my past is within that one church. As a matter of fact, like a very old very old brother of mine that doesn't seem to be alive at the moment actually met me there. Like for him, he actually just he walked me around the church, showing me like where I was pretty much in the very past, pretty much more than pretty much the past 18 years, I guess, because the other 2 years was at New Mexico, you know. Yeah. Within those 18 years, I actually just remembered like how young I was, how dumb I was too. But my stupidity, it helps me be uplifted a bit, you know? It's a little bit hilarious. Let's see, there's that, and then there's, well, so much more to it, pretty much. The many pasts that I know of, the good things, that is, the good things. The challenging part that I had in my past was being alone, pretty much. Reason being is that for everyone, for my parents, okay, like when I was a little kid, like I never understood how parents' affections work, because most of the time, every time I tried to every time I tried to hug my parents or anything, my other brothers and sisters would just be like, would just go to them first and probably push me away. Yeah, like even sitting next to my mom is very impossible for me. So pretty much I actually sit at the very edge, and my family always wonder, why are you always at the edge? Can I sit with mom? No. See? That stuff. So I don't really understand that kind of stuff, you know. So yeah, but if I became a father, I'm just going to make sure my children's just become loved, you know. Because if one becomes alone for a very long time, they may end up like me, pretty much. A very messed up person. I say that I'm messed up because, when it comes to me these days, it's just stupidity, pretty much. And I mean, not the good kind. So, well, I don't do drugs, I don't drink. That stuff is always out of my system, it's never occurred to me just to drink or do drugs or even smoke. Smoke actually irritates my nose, as well as perfume. Yeah, in which I think perfume may need to be a thing. I need to get used to them, because if I ever have a wife and she uses perfume, I need to survive. Yeah. So let's see, there's that. Yeah, pretty much everything in my past is quite interesting, because I used to have a field of my own lonely field. I actually, in which I actually ask security sometimes if I could actually walk along the field, even though it's flooded, because at the edges is a good way just to go around instead of just going into the water. In which I actually became friends with, somewhat friends with security, because every time I ask, they always let me. And if they needed something, they just ask me about that too. Yeah, I'm kind of like a observer in a way. Well, I was an observer, pretty much. Good one too. The one thing though is that I walked along that field for about a few years, pretty much, in my let's see, elementary school years. Now, because of that, many people actually know me as a loner. But after those many years, someone actually, a popular girl actually went up to me and just told me, "Hey, did you know that you're cool?" I'm like, how does that make sense? I don't think I'm cool at all for walking my field. I just walk my own field. What the heck? Yeah, but it's not just walking on the field. It's just actually, kind of being there for some people. I don't notice it at all, very much. Because every time I walk the field, it seems to actually bring them a bit of hope. I don't know how. It's still a puzzle to me, but still. That's why I remembered, because when I went to the church and just sat on the couch, there, just to ponder like about the good deeds I've done. Well, for my hands, it's always veiny and everything. Like, there's always just veins just popping out and everything. If I could show it on a camera. Yeah, like pretty much, in which many doctors say that I have very good veins and everything, yet I always wonder why. Now, that's mostly, when I think about that, or when I look at it, it's just like a whole ton of details within my own hands, pretty much. And I look at the picture of Jesus, his painting that is, and I just look at his face, look at the details of his own face, and it's just like, why is it so detailed? Then again, I just remembered, like, for the people that have more detail or have dirt among themselves, are the people that have done more than the clean. In which the clean are usually the ones that don't get their hands dirty for it. Yeah. Yeah, like, pretty much actually just reminds me that I'm a supporter kind of person, so because in the very past and everything, I help people through their troubles, pretty much. Just, like, even for people that want to do suicide as well, I don't have many problems with myself. I just ignore my problems and help others that are in need of my service. In which they become happy afterwards. I always find that to be a blessing, pretty much. Just be able just to help others when they need it. Within these days, not many people just know that I could be there just to help them. As a matter of fact, I think it's because my disappearances most often, That's a little freaky now. The door. Yeah, that's freaky. So yeah, like, pretty much that's how it is, pretty much. I'm a supporter person. I love to help people. Though within these days, it's become a little slow now. I guess it's because not many people just need my help now these days, But that doesn't mean I had to kill myself for it. Jeez, that's a very stupid thing to do. That just means that I've done very good work, Because for many people within these days, they always need help for anything. They always need the service because just like how everyone is in Jesus' time, they always forget what Jesus did for them, or what Jesus would do, because for many people they're always just like, hey, what would Jesus do? They don't have the mindset for it, they just think of other things that he wouldn't do. So yeah, well, for me, I'm just still a work in progress, But not to worry, I'll try to figure myself out soon enough. If I don't, then that's pretty much my problem. I have about 2 years to figure it out, so, well, almost 2 years. I have about a year and a half now just to figure it out. As a matter of fact, by many people telling me within my mission that I should go to art school sometime. I actually pondered about it, because I thought that going to art school would just put me into debt or something. It could, but I could actually pay it off later. I just need to do the work for it, that's how everything works. Like if you feel like that that you have to pay a debt for something, it's mostly for a blessing, you know. It's just like piano class. Like if you you go to piano because you it's not a job requirement or anything. You just want to learn how to play piano. Now, because of that, he actually understood how to play piano and play it anytime you want, creating a blessing for you and for your family or anyone else. But I never knew piano. But I do know the ocarina a bit, which I need to practice more on. Yeah, it's gotta be a good life, guys. It's gotta be a good life. Because I know everyone else's lives are challenging. Mine's a little somewhat easy. But for me, emotionally is quite a challenge, in which I actually will try to help people if they need the help. If I say anything rude, just let me know so I could fix it, because I'm mostly trying to figure out what's bad, what's good again. Yeah, because in my district, when it comes to joking around, it's sometimes rude, you know. So I don't understand much. So yeah. So yeah. This is like 20 minutes now. That's something. So I like to bear my own testimony that I know the church is true, and I know that God has us in different situations for certain reasons, even just to help us progress even further. Because of that, we may be able to gain our own testimonies in the most different way possible. Yet it may sound the same. It's just a different story to it. That's actually the best part of it. It's like a butterfly effect. Yeah. As I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ, amen.